Looks like both players are, in fact, ready. So,
Sweet.
we will go ahead and get game number 1 started. This is going to be a best-of-5 series, and this will decide who will be in the finals at the UAH LAN party this Thursday. So pumped. Oh,
well, for the UAH Open. These guys still might be playing in the LAN
so
party.
the finals will be played at the LAN party, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that will be a very, very exciting event.
God, this would be so much better than casting from a replay.
Yeah.
That was painful. What am I watching on TV?
You shouldn't be watching TV. You're casting.
Yeah, but I cast out of my living room, so... Great perks of having a laptop.
Yeah, but I've got power.
Yeah, that's true. I need them to
My
make
machine
a
is a freaking beast. Here we go. And this is going to be Space Samurai, the green Zerg spawning in the... Ooh, getting a little bit of lag, it looks like.
Yes.
The green Zerg spawning in the 8 o'clock position. His opponent will be Nakota, the orange Zerg spawning in the 7 o'clock position. I would have thought that they wouldn't be allowed. I guess since these aren't technically close spawns because their ramps face away from each other, so that is why they are spawning close by air, but not by ground. So, you think this game's going to go outside of Zergling Baneling?
Let's hope so. I mean, usually Zergling Baneling's pretty slow. Short games. But then again, remember the last time when Nakota and his ZVZ, I always just said, it's going to be short games, be fast, and it ended up being like one of them was 45 minutes. So,
yeah.
I mean, it could be short, it could be long. It depends on how far these guys want to go.
So, I got to say, Nakota's timings look to be a little bit ahead of Space Samurai's at the moment. His drones are coming out a little bit quicker. He got that Evo chamber, or not the Evo, the extractor cancel a little bit quicker than Space Samurai did. So that could pay off later in the game.
Which is also surprising since Nakota literally hasn't touched this game for like a week or two, maybe, since he got into Star Wars Old Republic.
Yeah, that will be probably the bane of a bunch of StarCraft 2 players. I think Terran also got into that, and he's been doing pretty much nothing but. So spawning pool is down for both players right now. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit faster for Nakota just because he had that little bit of advantage.
Yeah, it's about 10 seconds difference actually in them, and that can make a big difference in ZVZ.
Oh yeah, definitely, because he'll get that queen out sooner. He'll be able to get more inject larva, and his Zerglings will be out sooner. It'll start to it'll start to add snowball. Yeah, it'll be a snowball effect here.
Now, what I'm just waiting for is when Nakota hits about 100 gas, if he's going to pull like all but one worker off or just pull all of his workers off. He's going to wait for and try to get a 1-1, or at least one. And Space Samurai is actually going to keep his in gas right now.
Yeah,
so we might be teching by him.
Working for both guys. Again, Nakota is about 10 seconds ahead. Ooh,
10 seconds ahead in everything, actually. Ooh, yes.
Interesting to see if we see that same play out of Space Samurai, or is he going to go into maybe Banelings or go ahead and tech? We will find out, I'm sure. And that queen is about 8 seconds ahead, so that inject larva is going to be about a fifth faster than Space Samurai's. So.
And Space Samurai is actually going Baneling, so roaches are going to be able to do a lot here.
Yep. And he did not leave the Overlord in the main base to be able to see that tech. I kind of wonder if he should have kept that Overlord in there longer to get as much of a scout as he could.
Well, I mean, both of them don't know about each other's other tech besides the spawning pool. So, I mean, anybody's a game right now still.
Oh, definitely.
And Nakota's going for a quick expand. Same thing as Space Samurai, except Space Samurai's is way faster. It's about by almost 30 seconds.
Yep, so he may be able to make up a little bit of time with that income, but 3 Banelings morphing in right now. If he can get a good hit on, well, actually the 1 Zergling, he needs to not waste that. Ooh, nice block on the ramp there by Space Samurai, basically denying Nakota from seeing anything up inside that base, as those banelings were very close. Did he know?
Oh, he has the Overlord right there to see the expansion, so he's good.
Yeah, he does see the expansion, and he did see the banelings if he had units, if he used his Overlord to see that. Nice surround with the Zerglings, though, getting a good surround on those roaches.
Oh, and they're on move command, losing both of them. Man,
yeah, he lost all 3 of his roaches there, and he does have his queen and another roach. And these Zerglings are very, very low on health. But if some of those banelings get up into the main, that's going to cause substantial economy damage. And
nice block by the queens.
Oh my gosh! But that's oh my gosh! Oh,
so many
lost.
So many kills.
6 workers there, and this early on in the game, especially with the expansions going down, you cannot afford that loss. So definitely big hit there for Space Samurai.
I mean, with that nice queen block at the beginning, it could have been so much worse. I mean, that was still very good control by Nakota.
That could have been much, much worse, but would have liked to I'm sure Nakota would have liked to have seen no losses out of that. And a lot of Zerglings now for Space Samurai. What is Nakota going to do to answer this? He's got a nice roach block off on the main ramp, so those Zerglings are going to be very ineffective against those roaches. But
he can
pick on the expansion and take out those workers there, or he can just take out the expansion. Oh,
still doing a lot of damage. So.
It was one Zergling too big, or too small, I should say. One little Zergling playing Ring Around the Rosie there. I think that's a smart move, just going back home. Did his damage, just getting back home. No need to overextend himself there. And I got to think that Nakota's going to be going meatless out of this.
He really needs the second base to be able to do it, he is making second gas, but still really needs that second base income. It's not really going to, it's going to be pretty hard to do mutas.
Yeah, but, if he can just get a handful of them out, that will be able to take out the roaches, banelings, and Zerglings of his opponent. So, nice supply block there by Space Samurai, sniping the scouting Overlord with his queen at the expansion, and he has a pretty hefty supply lead right now. And the Spire is on the way for Nakota.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
Worker counts are actually identical right now. I think Space Samurai... Go ahead.
Nakota actually canceled one of his creep tumors like a balls. Pretty good. Oh wow, that's a long link.
Space Samurai right now is pretty much just working on, pretty much going all in here. He is supply blocked, and I don't think has known it. Now he's building 5 Overlords to make sure that he doesn't get supply blocked for the next 2 or 3 minutes. But he was sitting there at 60-60 for a very long time.
And here we go.
Oh, that is
attack.
He's got superior roach numbers there, and now he's just moving straight into the main with
superior in every big number.
Oh yeah, and but a lot of roaches spawn for Nakota right now. If they can back up in here and do some really good damage, it does not look like what they're going to be able to do. And I think this is going to be GG and first game to Space Samurai here.
Well, it is a best of 5, so I mean, this isn't like the best situation to be in, but I mean, Nakota can still pull it off. I mean, he might actually. I mean, he's not gonna hold this off. Even if he did, I mean,
even if he did, he's so
dying a little longer.
Yep. And Space Samurai saw that Spire. He is getting the Spore Crawlers in his main and his natural now to defend against any kind of mutas that could be coming out. Very, very smart choice. I think he knows that he's got this one in the bag, so he really. Just kind of making sure that if he does finish this off, that he does have something to fall back on.
We go.
There is the GG. So game number 1 going to be going to Space Samurai in this best of 5 series. The next map we will be playing on is MLG Dual Site. So we will.
I love that map.
We're going to go ahead and. Since we can't all be in it together.
Yeah, I was going to say, I won't be playing.
So, very interesting first game. I mean, anytime that, personally, I think somebody takes a win off of, Nakota says he's going to change to Protoss, or not in a Zerg mood. So, he can change his race if he would like. That is a valid move, as races are not set in stone like some tournaments. These players do have the choice to change. So
yes.
It looks like Dakota will be opting for Protoss in this one, so this will be a PVZ. And let's see if he can do a little bit better. I mean, granted, Zerg is his main race, but just kind of lost it there in that last one with that big Baneling hit really hurt him. So
yeah. And Space Samurai is actually pretty good as a ZVP. I mean, it was his first that was his first matchup for the tournament. He pretty much dominated those games.
Yeah, well, he was also playing his close buddy Yoshi, so I'm sure they knew each other's styles, and but he does, I'm sure, get a lot of practice time in against Yoshi, who is a good Protoss player. So,
well, he also got some practice time against me this weekend. So.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, and he dominated me. So.
Well, we will see how he does in this one. Space Samurai, the green Zerg, again spawning in the lava and liquid hot magma side of the map. So these Zerg have got to feel quite at home, as this side of the map is very much like Char, their home world. And his opponent, Nakota, the orange Protoss, spawning in the lush green side, which I have to think reminds them of Ire. So kind of home world versus home world here. So what?
It has a higher property value.
Yeah. StarCraft 2 or StarCraft lore out there for.
And the probe's going to scout after Pylon and go by this nice waterfall right here. And, I guess
if you look to your left, there's a beautiful lush waterfall flowing down the craggly rocks of Dual Site.
But I guess he's going just to make sure there's no like 6-pool or 10-pool going on.
Yep.
That tends
will not be any of that shenanigans from Space Samurai. He's going a pretty standard build. He may be, going to go ahead and put a drone on the probe just to make sure there's not any kind of sneakiness going on for Nakota.
Actually, it looks like he's about to do a 14 hatch. Or he's going to go straight 14 pool, maybe. Oh, yep, 14 hatch.
There goes the 14 hatch. Nakota sees this. Can he? Oh,
he dropped his pool. Dropped his pool when the probe left.
Nice.
Little distraction there.
Change up there, as Nakota was getting ready to drop that hatchery down. And Nakota, being a very dominant...
You mean Space Samurai?
Well, Nakota, being a very dominant Zerg player, knew exactly what was about to happen there, so he knew that the hatchery was on the way to lay it.
Dang, Space Samurai's drone down there has a lot of health off the shields of the pylon down here.
The thing is that the health is going to regenerate before Zergling can get back to it, so really it's done no work whatsoever. But,
I mean, yeah, but doing it, just him actually being able to attack it and be unanswered, surprised me a little bit.
Yep, so we do have double gas going down for Nakota. Will he be teching out of this, or you think we're going to see a 4-gate, or we're going to see a 1-gate robo, 3-gate fast expand?
Usually with a gas that early, I wouldn't be surprised to see the DT fast expand.
So your money's on.
That's what I like to do, at least.
Okay. So it'll be decided here if he throws down the Twilight Council, or if he decides to throw down the Robo or the extra gateway.
With the last patch,
Zealot is out though, so that drone will get no more face time with that pylon. But doing a little bit of extra scouting here.
Yeah, with the last patch, I'm pretty sure Robo's gonna be a little bit more. It's most likely going to end up popping out, just because Immortals are so good now. It's still.
And it looks like another gateway going down. And it looks like this is just going to be a 4-gate, potentially a 4-gate push.
He's chronoing now the warp gate technologies.
Yep, there's no doubt that warp gates will be on the way. It was just a matter of what is the tech behind it. Is he going to continue to be using these warp gates, or are we going to see a robotics facility or something like that?
History's click the drone to death.
Wow, so that's the thing that's always bugged me about this game is that the workers are just so dang fast. I mean, look at that drone can outrun that sentry, just no problem. Not whenever he runs into the beam, though. So that one sentry getting the way to go, first blood sentry. Good job. And actually 3 queens for Space Samurai at the moment. Checking out Proxy Pata.
It still hasn't just started Zergling speed, which had me surprised. Was thinking almost for a time that he might just do something else like Roach Hydra or something, but guess
well,
not.
he does have a lot. He is getting quite a bit of gas, but Nakota is getting quite a bit of gas himself, as he does have all 6 workers mining that gas right now. Warp gates are done. The Overlord is going to get in the base, though, but he's not going to see anything, as there's really nothing to see. A lot of sentries, though, and this Overlord's going to get picked off, no problem, but it'll take him a little while. So sentries.
Actually, there's some wings coming down, attacking the pylons down at the natural.
Ooh, nice force field. So I believe this is going to come down to force field placement. Just stops all wings attacking that pylon at 20 extra life, but some of those force fields are running out there, and he needs to get those Zerglings out of there.
Yep, did not supply block Dakota, though, sadly enough.
Tried to open up that Stargate is on the way, though, and we'll see if Space Samurai is going to be able to fend this off. He does have 3 extractors going out, so it does require you to take this.
Space Samurai actually threw down his third. The position of that third, with a few Void Rays out, that can actually be really hard to hold, keep alive.
Well, it can, but a couple of Mutalisks might change that, so if we see or if we see Infestors, I'm thinking with the Zerg attack level 1, we may be seeing some kind of we may see
Infestor. Ooh.
Way, though.
I mean, he does. Granted, Space Samurai does have 3 queens out. His Evo chambers are done, so I mean, it's just he doesn't know that the Stargate's out.
Yep.
I mean, he'll know soon enough when the Void Ray's about to destroy his base.
Yeah, he has not seen that Stargate yet, so he does not know that the Void Ray is on the way. But looks like the Void Ray will cross right inside this Zergling's path, so Nakota is going to reveal kind of a bad play, as now granted, Space Samurai is kind of going the wrong tech right now. He does have a Hydralisk Den down, though, before he saw that Void Ray, so he will be going Roach Hydra, which will be able to clean these handily.
The thing that still surprised me is he's continuing the research melee attacks when he should have.
He should have gone.
It looks like he should have gone a little bit more range. Yeah.
And this queen is trying to go toe to toe with this Void Ray here, and it looks like, well, so the Void Ray is now fully charged, and can a queen transfuse herself? Oh! Epic transfuse! Epic transfuse! Wow!
Running up the second queen to stay alive for the third one. That was really
split second from death. Split second from death. Loses the Void Ray. Wow! Nakota got really greedy there and tried to transfuse just in the nick of time.
That was really well done. Now we have 2 more Void Rays going over to 3 actually. There's one sent up at the gold. This could do well. The Spore Crawler did just get done, so it might not do as much damage, but he could keep map control very easily with these.
Yeah, I gotta think that at this point, Space Samurai just wants to get a bunch of extra Overlords, as there could be some Overlord sniping going on. A lot of queens, though. Now 5 queens at this third base, so if Nakota tries to push here, there's going to be a lot of queens to answer that, and queens clean Void Rays up very quickly. As you saw, they pretty much go toe-to-toe with them almost.
Yeah. And what surprised me, Nakota never saw the 3 Overlords that were right next to his Void Rays where they were recruited. It was lucky for Space Samurai a lot.
So we have 12 hide on the way. So the key to this is going to be that the Zerglings and the Roaches are going to wolf for these Hydras in the back to keep these Zealots and Sentries and Stalkers away from the Hydras, while the Hydras just tear up the Void Rays.
And I dual 2 Stargates and the...
There are 5 Void Rays on the field now, so getting very high Void Ray numbers, but if they get kind of caught out of position with these 12 Hydralisks there, that could be very, very quickly, but it does look like they're going to do a little bit of harassment at the third. Nice transfuse on the Spore Crawler, but it is going to get cleaned up. But the Hydras are there to deal a lot of damage, gets 1 kill, not able to get the second one, so...
I mean, if you actually look at the tech for Nakota, everything's actually kind of going his way now. He's researching Sidestorm and Zealot legs, so it looks like he's going to be transitioning into Zealot Archon. And with Roach Hydra build, he's going to steamroll through it so easily.
Of course, another thing that you would almost like to see counter this army is Colossus, but just stay right outside of that range and have we've got 2 High Templar now. No Storm, though, so Storm is almost researched. It looks like it is going to be researched in time, though. Does get he's going to get caught out of position. Those Hydras are very, very vulnerable.
There isn't really much of a trying to retreat with Hydras, too. I mean, they'll go for it.
Hydra's just soaking a Storm right there. But Hydra's dealing a lot of damage.
Yeah, it looks like Space Samurai's going to be able to clean... Wait, yeah, looks clean.
Well, no, I think Nakota's got more units here as the Void Ray left, and
there's no more ground units for the Roaches to kill.
There is 1 Stalker.
There's 1 Stalker. He was hidden underneath the Void Rays.
Yep, so...
Scantipede!
10 more Hydras are on the way. Aspire is almost complete as well. Good number of Roaches now. I feel like he needs to get some Zerglings out there to run man, Space Samurai is really, really ahead at the current moment. Infestation Pit on the way as well. That is definitely in his favor as well. It looks like, they're going to trade here, but there are 3 Queens. He needs to get, and 3 Hydras just popped if he turned them around, but it doesn't look like he is going to turn those around, but they are able to hold this off.
Back to your earlier comment about the supply difference, that's the one nice thing about Zerg with all these hatcheries that Space Samurai has. He literally can just remax his army in seconds.
Oh yeah, and he is going very, very just pumping tons of Hydralisks.
That's the one thing about Hydras. They might be a little weak, but once you hit that mad number, it's just like stuff just dies.
Yep,
it doesn't matter how much you have, they kill everything.
And I feel like Space Samurai is just inching closer and closer to that number as a bunch of Hydralisks just popped. And we do have Missile Attack Level 1 on the way. No upgrades on these Void Rays yet. And I think 2 Ground Army upgrades for Nakota's army. So the key is getting to get on the face of those Void Rays will really be the key. And is supply block, but does have a bunch of compensate. And I was thinking that we made some Brood Lords.
Ooh,
I wasn't...
Go up to the upper left-hand corner of the map, and you can see that Space Samurai actually hid Overlords in the rock face there.
That's pretty smart map use there. So we do have Corruptors on the way. I was in the match whenever I saw ground melee attack level 1 being researched. I thought maybe we'll see Brood Lords late in the game, but it does look like we are going to see that now, potentially. And these Void Rays just getting completely caught off guard. They get cleaned up by this Corruptor Hydralisk army. Now, granted, they are off a creep, so they are going to be moving very slow, but the Corruptors can catch them.
Zealots, that's a lot of Hydras also. Hydras would be able to clean up the Zealots pretty easily.
Yeah, I
them
think
disappearing.
Storm is very valuable here, as those Hydras do get clumped up very well. And these Corruptors are actually going to go down too. Oh, beautiful Storms, but these High Templar are getting cleaned up. And Roach is doing what they need to do, soaking up that damage. But now that the Roach numbers are doing, and just 1 Void Ray left, are they going to be able to take it out? I think they are, and they do. Very nice. Oh, DT's warping it. Beautiful play. Beautiful play to clean this up. You got to give Nakota that for getting the DTs to warp in to save that base. Very nice.
I meant to say this earlier because it was on the tech tree, but it's done finished now. There's a fleet beacon done for Nakota. We might see a mothership.
We do have a fleet beacon on the way, and oh man, did you watch that video of the IPL with?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, with that mothership. Oh my gosh.
That
Mothership play I've ever seen in my life.
Greater Spire is almost halfway done for Space Samurai, which if a Mothership comes out,
get spotted. They got to clean up that but the overseers are there to help detect that, and these DTs will get cleaned up with relatively not too much damage done.
Man, look at the supply difference still. Dakota's just been down the whole game and just been playing just surviving the whole time.
Yeah, there were a couple times where he was just on would have lost that expansion more than likely.
But this fourth expansion might save him if he can get it up and running long enough. He's actually taking the gold.
Yep, it looks like we are going to be seeing carriers as the interceptor, the Graviton Catapult is being researched right now.
Yes! I love carriers. Nobody uses them enough.
Well, so they take a ton to build, and they go down very quickly.
Yeah, but they're so worth it in the long run, especially since Space Samurai is actually spending all of his corruptors just making brood lords.
Yep.
But the thing is he going to get the carriers out fast enough?
Yeah, I feel like if these Hydralisks can stay alive, though, they'll be able to take out those carriers, as Nakota's #1 priority will be these brood lords. So,
well, as long as the Hydralisks aren't on attack move, because they actually take priority on the interceptors, not the carriers themselves. If they're on attack move, at least.
Yeah. I'm sure if Space Samurai sees the carriers, he will single target the carriers. I mean, I can't imagine anybody being this good and not doing that. So, now, as we've been saying, all of these upgrades and everything, there have not been any carriers yet built. So,
Wings taking out one of the cannons at least.
Yep.
There
nice use of the brood lords. He does have blink stalkers though, so he needs to protect these brood lords as long as he can. Kind of storming in his own units there, but got a lot of Zergling kills.
Trying to get away.
Yep. Oh, that Archon is going to get killed. Oh, by the brood lords, and this is for Nakota to fend off.
Well, infestors are will pop out. It's going to be GG from Nakota. Just fungal
nice
stalker.
Blink micro. Look at that blink micro. Beautiful blink micro. But, these 6 brood lords are going to be the one you got to worry about.
It can only go so far, and I mean, with this amount of Hydras and brood lords,
and they're focus firing the broodlings. I mean, Ultralisk Den is down, and there's the GG for Nakota. So, tried to change his race up, but Space Samurai still doing very, very strong play. And you got to give it to Space Samurai. He is playing very well in this matchup.
Yes. It's very, very well. I wonder if we're going to see Nakota switch to Terran now.
See if he just plays everything.
Well, if Space Samurai wins the next game, he wins the set.
Yeah, so this is a best of 5 and is currently 2-0 in Space Samurai's favor. So, I
have to admit, this isn't a place we've wanted to see Nakota, actually, because he's one of the best players for UAH. Surprising me, at least. Thinking we might have a new best player.
Well, so we will have, I mean, that is what this tournament is trying to figure out.
And looks like he's going back to Zerg, actually.
So this will be, looks like it will be a ZVZ for this last matchup.
I like how we're typing, not saying anything anymore.
Well, I was typing something on the stream. Can't press SDDD. So it looks like he did have a little bit of macro, not to be confused with macro control, but macro hotkeys trouble, as he was using his Zerg hotkeys that would not work.
So,
Proton's too hard. Looks like Dakota is ready, and Space Samurai is as well. So we will go ahead and go into this match number 3. Let's see if Dakota can do something for this. Let's see if he can pull something out for this one, or else he will be watching the finals on the bench.
Actually, he'd be watching the finals from his room while he's playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
He will not. He will be at the LAN party. So,
you know, we say that, but you never know what
he's got to suck it up and be at the LAN party, or I will be severely ticked off. So this is going to be a ZVZ. The orange Zerg Nakota spawning in the 11 o'clock position on Antigua Shipyard. His opponent, Space Samurai, the teal or aqua Zerg spawning in the 5 o'clock position. So, and
no 6 pool.
Yep, I was just about to say that. No 6 pool. So let's see if Nakota can get that early.
A pool. A pool.
What is the difference between a 6 pool and an 8 pool? I mean, your pool goes down a little bit later. I mean, it's got to be not much later.
8 pool you can actually like kind of recover from. If it doesn't work out, then you can actually keep on going into a macro game. With it's pretty much an early pressure, early and all in. Depending on the map, sometimes like if it's on day break, you can recover from it. If you work like July or
Space Samurai will probably be able to see this, as he does have an early scouting drone. Now, granted, it is in the wrong base right now, but it looks like he will be able to see this spawning pool. And you gotta wonder what he's going for a pool. So
he should be able to defend it, especially since he's about to scout.
Oh, was he trying to potentially?
Oh, the drone for Space Samurai came out of the one of the expansions not being used, and that's where Nakota instantly thought he is.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, very. Even though it wasn't meant on purpose.
And there are the Zerglings. Oh! He tried to extract her.
No, he tried the spine crawler, it looked like. Or no, he can't do that yet.
He was going to try, but can't really do that whenever your spawning pool is not on the way. It does look like he will be going the correct way, though. As
into the scouting, finally.
Yep. Well, with what he knows, this is a 50-50 scout. He will be using that drone for a spine crawler, though. I can almost guarantee you that.
And six wings just got queued up
spine crawler
and a spine crawler.
He's got to do something though, because if that spine crawler gets in, then that's going to deal a lot of damage. And the Zerglings for Space Samurai are now out. He does have an advantage. He does have a spine crawler did go down first. Yeah.
He is doing a good job delaying mining, which is going to impact. I mean, he can already.
And that drone is going to end up dead. Yeah, that is one thing that is going to be saving the bacon here.
Well, apparently he is.
So he did get a little bit of. Someone is horribly. It's not me. Yeah, it's got to be him.
So Nakota. Okay, he's putting up 2 wings. Oh, because he got supply blocked. Ooh.
Yeah, he is very, very violently supply blocked there. That is not going to be good.
This is looking like it's about to be game.
Oh, no. This is not good. And Nakota having to pull all of his drones. So
and the tables have turned, apparently.
Gosh, this is not going to be good for Nakota. He's in a tough spot right now. He's pulling way too many drones right now.
And I think Space Samurai has successfully caused worse mining time.
Yeah, this is definitely a lot bigger hit on the mining time. But so he will be able to defend this. Will he lose that one drone? It does look like he does lose the one drone, but able to defend that. But Space Samurai getting back in this. He does have the worker advantage. And he decided to go Ro4 and canceled it, and then put it back down. So
also Baneling nest down for
he's got a Baneling nest as well. He's got to know that he's got the higher income right now. So what he's doing is he's just teching like crazy.
He's going to expand too.
Well, I mean he's got to catch up somehow, but these Banelings are going to be very difficult to deal with.
Actually, the expansion was actually about Space Samurai, and then I said, threw it out too.
Dakota's put his down as well. His will be a little bit sooner. And I got to think that Dakota at this point is just going to be making drones right now. that's all he's going to be able to do right now. He's got to catch up somehow.
And looking very unlikely that our used to be star players go win this.
Well, this is definitely not over. He can still come back from this. There's still could be
a very
long game. It's going to be difficult. I will not argue with you there. It will be difficult, but it can be possible as he has now caught up with the worker count, and he just has to get he's got to get some good micro going, as there are now 4 banelings crawling their way across the map.
I like what he did with the Zerglings, so they're sitting there hugging the end of the end baneling.
That they are. They're trying to pop. They're trying to pop that bubble on the back of the baneling's butt. So, of course, that would be very, very bad for them if they did.
Yes, that is true. And they're gonna run by the Automatron right there.
Okay, so this is where it's going to come down to. It's all going to come down to this. Huge baneling hit, took out all of those Zerglings. Holy cow, took a big hit there. This queen's going to get this around, and that is a lot of speedlings going in there. Actually,
both queens got picked off. There's 2, and
yeah, both queens got. Well, one of them got surrounded, and this is going to be tough for Nakota to have to defend against. He does have the expansion to fall back to, though, as that is where he has used all of his. That's where he took all of his mining. But he currently does not have the higher Zergling numbers. And there's the GG from Nakota. So Nakota, the one favored to win this, is actually going to be put out by Space Samurai. And Space Samurai will be advancing to play Spectre at the LAN party. So,
well, Space Samurai winning 3-0. I think he's only lost 1 game in this whole tournament, unlike a lot of the other players, actually.
And Nakota immediately goes offline. He wants to get back to a game. He wants to get back to a game that he enjoys. So,
wow, I did not expect this to happen at all. Man, I'm lost of words right now.
That was
surprising me.
That was impressive. So you got to give it to Space Samurai, just really pulling out the big guns there. Just played amazingly well. And he's going to be advancing.
This finals could be sick. Spectre versus such good prototypes.
Yep. So.
I mean, his PvZ. I mean, I've actually watched him play. It's actually really good, and this is gonna be crazy, man.
Yep. Although Nakota does have a chance to come back and play in the LAN party finals. The tournament that will be happening at the LAN party. For those of you who are not signed up yet, please go sign up online. There will be, I'm about to post a URL to the sign up. If you sign up early and sign up online, you get a vote down map. So if you do not and you sign up at the door, you will not be given a vote down map. So kind of our incentive to sign up early. So please go and sign up and try and fill up this tournament as best we can. So there will be 2 finals happening at the LAN party this Thursday.
Yes.
So we are coming up to that.
It's gonna be a lot of casting for us, man.
Oh man, I am psyched. I am looking forward to it so much.
Yeah, I am too, and it's gonna be great. I mean, y'all should definitely come and stop by and say hi to us in between us casting, because we're awesome. We're the Southern Immortals, man.
We are awesome. But something else, if you are in the UAH StarCraft 2 Club, we will be having a meeting tomorrow at UAH in the library, room 111. It's the big room with the glass windows, and it's got the big comfy seats. So try and
dodgeball afterwards.
And there will be dodgeball afterwards. Try and come to that if you can. We will be talking about all the different stuff with the UAH StarCraft 2 Club. So I think that's pretty much it. And very good matches today.
Yeah. Also, if you do come to dodgeball, I will actually be recording it for fun and lulz, and then put it up on my YouTube. So if you come, you get to be in my YouTube video, which is going to be awesome. And I'm actually also uploading one right now from the tournament that both me and Alex casted over the weekend. I'm at 26%, so it's most likely to get done around like midnight.
It's a 2-hour video, so
Yes. But funny games. Not like the best because it was amateur tournament that we were casting, but it was still really fun to cast.
Entertaining. I will say that, entertaining. Very entertaining games. But so if you guys haven't already, check me and Terradin out at you can find us at our respective YouTube channels. Terradin is at what is your? It doesn't have the StarCraft. So you tell yours. You know yours.
You can find me on Twitter at Terradin and on YouTube. Oh wow, it took me a little while to say it. At Terradin StarCraft. I mean, literally the name that I use in the chat right here for Twitch TV is the name of my StarCraft channel. So just get that, copy and paste it into YouTube, and you can find me like literally right off the bat. And
you can find all of my stuff at youtube.com/SCSouthernStyle. That's where you can find all of my videos. And so if you could, please go check those out and subscribe, if you would, to Terradin and myself. Just kind of helps us get the StarCraft 2 out there to the community. So I think, wow, I still can't believe Space Samurai 3-0'd Nakota. That's
I know, it's blowing my mind, man.
Yeah,
it's blowing it. So, me and Nakota are gonna be having a serious talk after this. Well, he is not quitting now until he redeems himself.
Well, I think that's going to be it for us here at UAH StarCraft 2 tournament. The finals will be Spectre versus Space Samurai, and it will be a best of 7. So please tune in, come watch that live even, and watch these two titans of UAH StarCraft battle it out.
Yes, because they are titans, because they are really good.
Yep. So with that said, you got anything else to add?
I do have to add that I'm Terradin.
And I am SCSouthernStyle. And
we are the Southern Immortals.
We are Southern Immortals. And we will catch all you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.